All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let Beauty Guide You with your host, Chelsea Keene. Today, I'm very excited to announce that we have Natalie Collalilo with us. Welcome, Natalie.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Yes. So, Natalie Collalilo is founder and CEO of the Happy Healthy Women's Network, a community of entrepreneurial women running social events, workshops, networking opportunities, and retreats. She's a true multipreneur. So, Natalie is also a business, health, and life mentor. She's an outspoken advocate for happiness and health in all areas of life. And she is also an area manager for Arbonne, a social network marketing company which sells vegan skincare, cosmetics, and nutrition products. So, welcome, Natalie. Today, she is here to speak to us about the advantages of multiple sources of income, aka main businesses and side hustles.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Natalie, can you share with us your story and your life path and kind of what led you to becoming a multipreneur?
For sure. My story. Oh gosh, where do I start? I guess I'll start from basically how I was raised. I was raised in a family of entrepreneurs, and um, my family owned business growing up. So during the week we would go to school, obviously as kids, and then on the weekends we would work the family business. And what I learned through, growing up in that household was a few things. I learned a lot of grit. I learned a lot of, how to work hard, how to make things happen. And on the other end of it, some of the not so great things that I learned was how to be a workaholic and how to never take breaks. And so one of the things, and my family, like, we did what we had to do in that time. It was under different circumstances. But one of the things that I adopted when I opened my first business at the age of 28, I started a brick and mortar boutique selling jewelry and accessories, was that the all work, no play mentality. And I just figured that that's what entrepreneurs had to do to find success in life. Nothing else matters but work. Nothing else matters but income. And as a result, everything else falls away. And unfortunately, so many entrepreneurs are in that place where I was, where, other things just didn't matter. So my health started to suffer. My finances really started to suffer. Even though I was focused so much on work, my finances were not reflecting that. And my relationships were starting to suffer. And I found myself at a breaking point where I really just burnt out and I couldn't handle it anymore. I needed to, come away from what I was doing. And that's when the idea of an additional source of income was introduced to me. That's when the idea of leveraging my time and doing things a little bit differently was introduced to me. And I jumped in to learning all I could learn and finding out more that I could find out. And also, I jumped into more health and wellness. And learning all of that led me to create Happy Healthy Women. And, that's the premise of Happy Healthy Women really is to show women that, we can create the life of our dreams without having to sacrifice our health, without having to sacrifice our happiness. We can have it all. We can have freedom. We can have the money we want to have. We can have the health we want to have. And this journey, reaching that burnout point, and then picking up my socks and just heading towards success and creating all of these additional sources of income has taught me so much about that. And that's why now I lean forward and I coach other women in that as well.
That's actually how Natalie and I know each other, is through the Happy Healthy Women's Network. And it really is such a supportive, positive environment where you're meeting people who are stepping into the possibility of life. It's totally awesome. So you took my next question, but maybe, maybe, maybe you could expand a little bit more on why you're an advocate for multiple streams of income as opposed to focusing all your energy on just one business.
Mhm. So, a couple things there. First of all, there's ebbs and flows in every business, right? And so when I talk about multiple sources of income, I also talk about it within a business. So I also talk about being strategic within your one business and figuring out different ways that your business earns an income without you having to physically trade your time for that money every single time, right? So it's about leveraging your time as well. So either within a business or within your mission. And your mission, my mission in life, Chelsea, is to really share happiness, health, and success with as many women as possible in the way that we do it, to help them, to empower them to achieve this. And so for me, that's the mission. And the different things that I do are the vehicles, right? And
Right.
so number one, the ebbs and flows, it fills in the gap between the ebbs and flows. We have seasonal ebbs and flows, we have dips in our business. That's just a result of doing business, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's life. And also, learning how to do it smart, like working smarter, not harder. And that is the reason why I'm so passionate about showing other women, because that's the secret of the wealthy. That's how people achieve wealth and have freedom at the same time. It's not that they're, continuously trading time for money, basically.
Right. So it's shifting that paradigm of how we earn money, making like your service and your mission the first thing, and then all the streams of income being just vehicles for how you're serving people. But your mission comes first. And, we should step outside of that traditional paradigm of 9 to 5, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Great. So I'm super curious to learn more about your your life with Arbonne. So can you maybe explain to us like what is Arbonne? How did you get
Mhm.
involved, and what difference has it made in your life?
For sure. So Arbonne is a social marketing company, and how I got involved. So basically, like you said, we're a product driven company. We are, a B corporation, which means that we stand like apart from so many companies. We stand among around 3,000 companies worldwide that set us apart in terms of how we put the planet and the people first before profits. So we're very green, we're very conscious, we're very sustainable, and it's all about plant-based living. It's all about health and wellness. It's really all about living your healthiest lifestyle, and it's about mind, body, skin, right? So it's about what we put in our bodies, what we put on our bodies, and what we feed our minds with. So Arbonne, that's sort of the philosophy, the lifestyle around Arbonne, but it's a product-driven company that allows us to, really take an expense we already have that everyone's already spending money on and redirect it into our own businesses that provide us with a healthier, safer brand, and then show other people how to do that. And as a result, we earn an income for, building a business and showing others how to do that as well. And how I was introduced to it was through a customer actually at my store. She was purchasing something to go to Las Vegas. I was asking her why she was going to Vegas. She shared with me, this company that she's part of. And the minute I was introduced to it, I saw it for what it was, which was this hugely valuable piece that I could add to my business, and really run with it. And I just saw it for everything it was, and my business brain saw the brilliance in it, and so that's how I got involved.
And what difference has it made for you? Has it connected you with other people who have a similar mission as you, or kind of like emotionally and spiritually, or on any other way? What kind of impact has it had on you?
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, the very first thing that it did for me was it gave me a community of other entrepreneurs who were positive, were uplifting. When I had my retail store, it's really funny, and it's terrible that I did this, but I would, the few retail stores, the independent shop owners around me and we would talk about how dead it was, right? We'd be like, oh, is it dead for you? Yeah, it's dead for me too. Oh my gosh. And we'd always be in this panic mode of business being slow in the walk-in retail market. And that wasn't helpful, it felt good in the moment to have other people in my connect with my misery, but it wasn't a helpful community to immerse myself in. And so one of the biggest things was the positive community of people who were always uplifting me, and who I was uplifting in return. So number one, that community piece really nurtured my heart and my mind. Secondly, the positivity and we're big into mindset growth, and we know, that, and I know this as an entrepreneur, that your business will only grow as big as your mindset. So we work on our mindsets. We work on that. My health and wellness. I've dropped over 20 pounds since starting Arbonne, and 4 pant sizes. And I go to the gym 5 days a week. Not right now. Right now it's in my home, but it's really like it's changed every aspect of my life, and it's given me the freedom to pursue other things and other passions as well, which is where Happy Healthy Women was born.
Yeah, so it gave you the freedom to pursue all that you wanted to do and serve in all these various ways. So that's great. So
Yeah.
I've heard that Arbonne consultants are doing quite well amidst COVID. And why do you think that is? And do you think this is the way of doing business in the future?
Yeah. Well, I think the success right now is really due to the fact that a lot of people have stepped back from a life that, in the moment was serving them, but also they weren't necessarily finding their happiness and their joy in it. And they've now been given the time to find that. And people are just running with this opportunity because I think a lot of people are coming to the realization that they don't really want to go back to whatever before was. And I have a sense that, the world won't go back to that same thing. It's going to be a new normal for sure. But I think that Arbonne has really given them a way and an opportunity to just run with creating their own freedom, and not having to rely on someone else for their income or their freedom. So that, and I also think health and wellness is obviously on the rise. When I started this business, we were on the tipping point of $1 trillion industry. We're now a $4.2 trillion industry in terms of global wellness.
Wow.
So that's huge.
Yeah.
And then I would also say, it's easy. Like we not the business is easy, but we offer a way for people to shop online. Products get delivered right to their door. Like online shopping is the way of the future. So yeah, I would say that that is the basic. Those are the reasons.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? People are at home and, it's also just super efficient to do your shopping online. It's stuff that you need anyways. And why not support people that who are selling these amazing products, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm curious too, how has the Happy Healthy Women's Network pivoted in the time of COVID? And as an entrepreneur, are there advantages to getting involved with the Happy Healthy Women's Network at this time?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have put all of our events online. We put our entire business online. And I mean, we were already doing a lot of stuff online anyway, but this has just helped us sort of, go full force with that and move a lot of stuff online. How it's helping is, it's bringing together people from communities all over the world, right? Like we are very much neighborhood based in terms of our branches. In Toronto, for example, like Toronto East, Toronto West, Central. But what it's doing is it's just sort of deleting those borders and having people come from anywhere. And, we have people coming in from Australia on our calls. We have people in the States, all kinds of different places that would have never been able to take advantage of our events before. So it's definitely helped us see that possibility for sure.
So yeah, Happy Healthy Women goes international. It's funny too with the NIA community, people taking their NIA classes online. It's like now, and a lot of people are experiencing this, right? It's like now the whole world can join your class, and it's just incredible. Yeah. So for anyone on the fence about pursuing a side source of income, what advice would you give them?
Well, I would say, the first place to look, and this is my expertise in what I coach on. So if there are entrepreneurs that are looking for someone to guide them through, then of course, please reach out to me. Because if you are currently in a business that you love and that you're super passionate about, but you're, in that kind of rut where it's only one stream of income, or it's only coaching, or it's only, fitness training, or whatever the case, there are so many ways to expand and grow. And so the first thing that I would say is decide on your mission and align with your mission versus what you do. Does that make sense? So,
Mhm.
if you're a personal trainer, decide that empowering, women with fitness, or whatever it is that it doesn't have to be women, whatever your mission is your mission, because that opens you up to so many more possibilities, right? And you're not aligning with a specific thing or company or job. You're aligning with a mission, and then it's like, well, this fits in with my mission, and this fits in with my mission. So, that would be my first piece of advice.
Great. So this podcast, as we know, is called Let Beauty Guide You. So
Mhm.
what are 3 ways you let beauty guide you in life?
3 ways I let beauty guide me. Well, I would have to say that loving myself first of all, and finding that self-love, and realizing that I am beautiful in every way. Yeah, so really getting coaching around that, and tapping into my own self-love. That's one way. I would say that leading with my heart is another way. None of these are really about physical beauty for me. Leading with my heart is a second way. I always say in business that I lead with my heart and I let my mind come along to compute. So it really is with, if my heart loves it and decides that this is what I want to be doing, then I figure out a way to make it happen in my mind. And then secondly, I would say that service is a beautiful thing. Being able to reach out to people and say, hey, how can I assist you in this time? And in any way, it doesn't have to be just with business, but in whatever way makes sense to serve someone else, I say go for it. So yeah, try to be of service, and those are my top 3 ways.
I love it. Love self-love, leading with the heart, and service. Those are
Yes.
beautiful things. And if we can all get that nailed down, this would be fantastic. Yeah,
Thank
great.
you.
Well, thank you so much, Natalie. Last but not least, I would like to ask you if our listeners would like to work with you, either you know, get involved with Happy Healthy Women's Network, or Arbonne, or any of your health and business coaching, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah. So basically, they can go to my website, happyhealthywomen.ca, and just enter a piece of, a contact info in the contact form, or they can email me directly at natalie@happyhealthywomen.ca.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Natalie. Thank you for being here and sharing your wisdom and your business savvy with us. Is there any other final words of wisdom you have for us, or anything that you want to leave us with today?
Anything else? I would just say, take this time right now, and I know that this is not time specific because it's a podcast, but we are in a very interesting time. So,
Mhm.
take this time right now to dig deep, to let go of the guilt and shame. If you're not feeling, there's a lot of stuff out there about productivity and about, if you're not like starting a new business right now or whatever, then you're wasting your time, and I don't subscribe to that. I think that you really need to dig deep in this time, um and it's a great time to just reassess where you've been, reassess if you want to do that moving forward, and if not, start to look at ways to start changing your life. I think now is the perfect time to do that. So yeah, just be mindful of this time that we've been given.
I totally agree. Yeah, there's no right way or wrong way to deal with COVID-19, right? And if we take the time to look inward, that's ultimately going to be what's best for each and every one of us. So,
Yeah,
yes, totally
exactly.
in alignment with that. Thank you so much, Natalie. I really appreciate you being on the the Let Beauty Guide You podcast.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in to Let Beauty Guide You. And if you like this episode, feel free to rate and review it, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.